Heroes and Legends, the final tale. Hero still needs more time to recover as he at his mom's house. Phoenicia takes care of her son. Him and Bastion joke around and play video games and watch TV together. Bastion does not want to be hold back because he knows Hero will be back on his feet, tougher and stronger than ever. So he wishes them farewell and leaves Utel for Passpa in a quest to get stronger. While on his journey to Passpa, he fights off beasts and monsters to grow stronger. Back in his mind, he knows that Faulkner is somewhere out there and must be stopped. While he arrived at Passpa, he arrived to visit Lucia, the head of the long-haired tribe, to see how Passpa was doing. Lucia explained that Lemuria, the deputy commander and the head of the black-skinned tribe, had officially taken over as head of the elves. Rebuilding had begun. Kudal is using his technology and magic to help them. Also, Lynn was here, the former marshal and captain of the dwarves. They were helping out, seeing that their species have grown quite close in a peace accords and helping to rebuild the nation that they helped destroyed. As for Brienne, she was still locked up, paying penance for the crimes that she had committed. Bastion then went to visit her. Brienne was being treated well in prison. She had food, she had papers and pens. She still did not lose her love for map making. Bastion was glad to hear this, as he feared that she had lost her identity. But Brienne knew that she would spend some more time in prison before she served her time and go back out there to sell flowers again. Bastion, in a show of kindness, brought Brienne a small flower. Brienne was thankful and placed it in her hair, looking forward to the day that she'd be freed for her and Bastion to hang out. Bastion was filled with joy after this and stayed at Passpa for a while. Meanwhile, Al Caesar of Eritrea was under increased pressure to build more weapons for the empire. Jacovia is a minister and responsible for shipments and trade. They had one goal. They had to complete all the training routes of all nations to get every weapon and every supply to every nation according to their time schedules. Laverne, the viceroy of the Lasprey Empire, went to visit Al Caesar. Al Caesar was in panic mode, but Jacovia calmed our president down as Laverne walked in. Laverne was concerned about the slowness of their movements, but Al Caesar assured them that they would move quickly. The forces of the secret society will not wait. They were evil people, and they could strike at anywhere at any moment. And so Al Caesar, Jacovia, and Laverne continue our meeting, planning and discussing ways of the future. Lastly, the council speaker, Chaval, was meeting with all the heads of the states about current affairs. Annie Grace, who had taken over from Yokubi Maine, who had died in the Yana attack. Runfar, the leader of the Util. Civil, the leader of Tropicure. Lemuria, the new leader of Passpa. Jessica Marshall of Mabu. President Wilfred of Edo, and Al Caesar at Eritrea. All the leaders were on a conference call, very concerned about the future. Chaval gave his due condolences to Annie Grace and Yana, and everyone else done so. The forces of Mabu were very concerned. Jessica Marshall worried that the enemy that they facing was elusive, did not have a base, and walked freely throughout their empire. If only we could pinpoint a centralized location, maybe then we could attack them, she said. People agreed, and they must diligently find the answers to their problems. However, they were stuck. The council leadership continued to have meetings with them, understanding each one's concerns and fears and worries. The empire was held on by a thread. An unorganized group was on the verge of cutting it down. How then could they hope to stand if fear had gripped them so